In the annals of ancient history, there lies a tale of faith, obedience, and divine intervention that has echoed through the ages. A story so profound, it has become etched in the very fabric of human consciousness. This is the Fall of Jericho, the land of Canaan, a realm of milk and honey, promised by God to his chosen people. For 40 long years, the Israelites had wandered the harsh wilderness, guided by the unwavering hand of the Almighty. Now, at last, they stood on the threshold of their destiny, their hearts filled with anticipation and trepidation. At the helm of this great exodus stood Joshua, son of Nun, a man of unwavering faith and indomitable spirit. Chosen by God himself to lead his people into the promised land, Joshua faced a daunting task. Before him lay Jericho, a city of imposing might, its walls rising like impenetrable sentinels against the sky. The city of Jericho, ancient and formidable, had withstood the test of time and countless invaders. Its walls, thick as the trunks of mighty cedars, seemed to touch the very heavens. Within these fortifications, the inhabitants of Jericho felt secure, confident in their ability to repel any assault. But the God of Israel had other plans. In the still of night, as Joshua pondered the seemingly insurmountable challenge before him, the Lord spoke. His words, clear and resolute, would set in motion a series of events that would forever alter the course of history. "See, I have delivered Jericho into your hands," the Almighty declared. "March around the city once with all the armed men. Do this for 6 days." The divine strategy was unlike any battle plan ever conceived by mortal minds. It defied conventional wisdom, challenging the very foundations of military tactics. Yet Joshua, steadfast in his faith, did not question. He simply obeyed. As the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, casting long shadows across the plains of Canaan, the Israelites began their extraordinary march. Led by 7 priests bearing ram's horns, the Ark of the Covenant at their center, they circled the mighty walls of Jericho. The inhabitants of the city watched in bewilderment from atop their fortifications. What manner of siege was this? No battering rams, no scaling ladders, no engines of war, just a silent procession, punctuated only by the haunting blasts of the ram's horns. Day after day, the strange ritual continued. The Israelites marched, the priests blew their horns, and the people of Jericho looked on in growing unease. For 6 days, this peculiar parade circled the city, once each day, before returning to their camp as night fell. On the 7th day, as the sun began its ascent into the azure sky, Joshua roused his people. "Today," he proclaimed, his voice ringing with divine authority, "we shall march around the city 7 times." And so they marched, their footsteps echoing in the still morning air. Once, twice, 3 times they circled Jericho's mighty walls. 4, 5, 6 times they continued, their resolve unwavering. As they completed their 7th circuit, a palpable tension filled the air. Joshua's voice, clear and commanding, rang out across the assembled host. "Shout," he cried, "for the Lord has given you the city." In that moment, as if the very heavens had opened, a great cry arose from the throats of the Israelites. Their voices, united in faith and obedience, shook the very foundations of the earth. The priests raised their rams' horns to their lips, and with one mighty blast, they sounded a note that would resonate through eternity. And then it happened. The unthinkable, the impossible, the miraculous. The walls of Jericho, those impregnable bastions that had stood for generations, began to tremble. At first, a subtle vibration, barely perceptible. But then, with a sound like thunder, the mighty fortifications began to crumble. Stone upon stone, brick upon brick, the walls of Jericho collapsed inward. Dust filled the air, obscuring the sun, as the once proud city was reduced to rubble. When the cacophony subsided and the dust settled, the Israelites beheld a sight that defied comprehension. Where once stood an impenetrable fortress, now lay a path, wide open, inviting them to claim their divine inheritance. The fall of Jericho was complete, a testament to the power of faith and the might of the God of Israel. As the Israelites poured into the city, claiming their miraculous victory, Joshua's words echoed in their hearts. "The Lord has given you the city." Indeed, he had done so in a manner that would be remembered for millennia to come. The fall of Jericho marked more than just a military victory. It was a pivotal moment in the journey of God's chosen people, a tangible demonstration of divine power and the rewards of unwavering obedience. This event would serve as a cornerstone of faith for generations to come, a reminder that with God, all things are possible. In the annals of history, few events have captured the imagination quite like the Fall of Jericho. It stands as a testament to the power of faith, the strength of unity, and the awe-inspiring might of divine intervention. A story that continues to inspire and captivate, reminding us that sometimes the greatest victories come not through force of arms, but through the strength of belief. As the dust settled on the ruins of Jericho, the Israelites stood on the threshold of a new chapter in their journey. The promised land lay before them, a land flowing with milk and honey, just as God had declared. The fall of Jericho was but the first step in fulfilling that ancient promise, a dramatic opening to a saga that would shape the course of human history. The legacy of Jericho endures, a powerful reminder that walls built by human hands, no matter how imposing, cannot stand against the will of the Almighty. It serves as an eternal testament to the truth that faith, when coupled with obedience, can move mountains, or in this case, bring down the mightiest of walls. And so, as we reflect on this ancient tale, we are reminded of the enduring power of faith, the strength found in unity, and the awe-inspiring might of divine intervention. The fall of Jericho stands as a beacon through the ages, illuminating the path for all who seek to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. In the grand tapestry of human history, the fall of Jericho shines as a golden thread, weaving together the elements of faith, obedience, and miraculous intervention. It reminds us that sometimes victory comes not through conventional means, but through unwavering trust in a higher power. As we close this chapter of our journey through time, let us carry with us the lessons of Jericho. Let us remember that walls, both literal and metaphorical, can crumble in the face of steadfast faith. And let us never forget that in the grand design of the universe, miracles can and do happen. The fall of Jericho, a testament to faith, a miracle for the ages, an enduring legacy that continues to inspire and awe, echoing through the corridors of time, reminding us of the extraordinary power of belief and the limitless possibilities that await those who dare to trust in the divine.